Golden Oldies. Bertie the bus and his friends Thomas and Edward have lived on the island of Sodor for a very long time. I could never climb hills well, Bertie would say, remembering the time he raced with Thomas, but I'll keep going, never fear. If you weren't red, laughed his driver, I'd probably call you a golden oldie. One summer morning, Bertie set out on his favourite trip, the Farquhar Sunday School outing. He liked being full, but he liked being full of children best. It makes a bus feel young again, he said cheerfully. The party was soon aboard, and Bertie purred away happily. They took the road towards the sea, but stopped in Sudbury, the island of Sodor's capital, to explore the cathedral and see the castle. Then, after a picnic lunch, they headed for the beach at Brendam, a few miles further on. Bertie enjoyed his run, but was glad of a rest in the coach park, while his driver joined the children and their teachers on the sand. But during the afternoon, one of the teachers began to feel unwell. She said nothing at first, but grew worse, and soon she could hide it no longer. By chance, one of the other teachers had been a nurse, and diagnosed the trouble at once. "She'll need to go to hospital," she told the vicar. "I'll telephone for an ambulance at once," he said, scrambling to his feet. "I've got a better idea," interrupted Bertie's driver. "There's a direct road to the hospital at Wellsworth from here, and Bertie could be there in no time. Much quicker than an ambulance could get here and back anyway." "But what about the children?" asked the vicar. "How will we get them home?" The bus driver looked at his watch. "Edward's train leaves at 5 o'clock. If you catch that, I'll meet you at Wellsworth with Bertie." The vicar telephoned the station, and they arranged for an extra coach to be added to the 5 o'clock train for the Sunday school outing. Edward was surprised to see the children waiting on the platform, but was pleased to help. The children piled happily into their special coach. A train ride was a bonus for the outing. Edward puffed off and brought them to the junction in fine style, greeted with a cheerful honk honk from Bertie, who was waiting for them in the yard. "Your teacher is quite comfortable," his driver told the children. "Bertie did splendidly, and because he got there in such good time, the doctor says that she should be home in no time." The children cheered, and Bertie grinned. "Well done, Bertie," Edward said proudly. "It's nice to know that some of us oldies are still useful, isn't it?"